Well, the Youth Intervention Unit, YIU, in the police force and the Forestry Division in the Ministry of Agriculture have collaborated in a tree planting project at Body Pond. The area that was destroyed by fire is now being revived with help from a number of unlikely individuals. Terry Andrew tells us more.
The recently formed YIU within the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda is making significant changes in the lives of a number of young persons, allowing them to assist with needed projects such as the tree planting exercise. Corporal Randy Christopher, who is attached to the unit, gives the rationale behind the initiative.
Presently, I'm planting trees. As you can see, here we have a number of students, just about 15 of them who are presently engaging planting some trees. What we recognize is that the fire has destroyed most of this land, and without trees being planted, we recognize that we would have a serious problem. Now, you may ask the question, where are these students from? Well, these students are from different schools in Antigua and Barbuda. Students who most would say they are out of control. Students who most would say they are disrespectful. But over the last 2 weeks, what we have recognized is that most of these young people, they have matured in the sense where that way they used to behave, we no longer see so much of that attitude.
The Ministry of Agriculture is fully behind the venture and supports the youngsters as development and a better attitude are visible among the youth. Adriel Thibault from the Forestry Unit explains that the Body Pond project is a part of the Sustainable Island Resource Management Mechanism Plan project. Thibault gives details of the youth's involvement while highlighting plans for the project.
What we are doing here, what they're doing rather, they're presently planting Lucina, which is a fire-resistant tree. Locally, you guys would know it as wild tamarind. Recently, it has been getting some bad press because it's growing all over the place, and it is an invasive species. But it is very aggressive, and because of this aggressive nature is one of the reasons why we're using this tree species in the area. The lemongrass situation is that every year in the dry season, we have people who would go and burn the lemongrass. The lemongrass in itself, if you look at how the fire, at the remnants of the fire, you can see that there's a lot of space between the grass clumps. This space leaves room, it's actually room, so when it rains, this room for the water to run down and create a lot of erosion. The lemongrass is not very good for soil conservation. This is a major watershed, and it is of critical importance that we conserve the soil.
Reducing erosion and recharging the watersheds are also goals of the project. Thibault adds that fruit trees form part of the replanting phase.
Immediately to the left of that is an area that was cleared. This part is one of the areas that was provided for the Youth Intervention Unit to plant, and they've planted fruit trees, mango trees in particular. Now, we're not only planting Lucina, but we're also planting fruit trees, as you can see, primarily because we want the project to be attractive to local people.
40 acres of land is being allocated to the tree planting project. In June, over 30 acres of the demonstrated site was destroyed in the Body Pond area, 10 acres of which was a home to fruit trees.